What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the garden. So today we are planting
Strawberries.
right? Now, it is getting close to our first frost date. We're still throwing strawberries in the ground, and we're going to talk about that in just a second and explain to you why we're doing it. But for now, we're planting strawberries. Let's go. So we are planting strawberries today. We we're only like less. We are literally like 5 days from our first frost date.
I know.
we're
behind.
We're behind like a mug, y'all. But we're gonna go ahead and get these strawberries planted. We're gonna still get some garlic planted. We're gonna get whatever we can get planted right now. We're gonna do it. Yeah, because it's, like I said, it's our first frost date is November 4th, which is what, Monday, first, second, third, Tuesday.
But we stay in the high desert, and we're hoping that this little shade cloth that we got down here and this cardboard will keep the heat warm enough so that we can actually
see some good results. Yeah, and as you can see, we're like, she's wearing a tank top. It's like,
we're in the desert, guys.
So it's like our first frost date may be scheduled for November 4th, but I don't think it's gonna happen, y'all. I really don't. Not on that date. And for those of you who may be inquiring about why we're planting strawberries right now versus in the spring, well, from our experience, strawberries have done really good for us overwintering. Like, we bought strawberries before, and the plugs, the starts, whatever, right? And we plant them. I was putting them in the cement, the concrete mixing tubs, and I would sit them right over there by the gate. And all winter long, they would stay green. Maybe they may get some browning, whatever, like some stuff like that, but they would look nice and healthy. Not much different than this. And then when the spring came, boom, they would just explode and just take off in growth. So that versus planting them in spring and then they get killed from the heat. The ones that we overwinter, they made it through the heat just fine. But when we planted them in the spring, they will always die off about midsummer when we get to the heat wave. So you learn, you listen to what your garden tells you, and you learn, right? So instead of planting them in the spring, right now we're planting them right in the fall, and we have the same expectations. But you guys will be here to follow us to see for yourself if this works or not. So yeah, we are planting these strawberries in. And how many you say this was? 24? 21. 21 strawberries going in right now.
And we still have more room for more over here if we want to cram some more.
Yeah, we got room for like at least 6 more over there.
Yeah. And then 3 over there. And we got a lot of space right here.
Yep. So y'all, I would not, depending on where you are, right? Everybody's environment is a little bit different. But I would encourage you that if you wanted to grow strawberries right now, you wanted to plant them right now, obviously you're not going to get berries right now. We're not, I mean, we have berries right now on these, but
for like the fall.
Right, but we're not expecting these, you know what, maybe I'm talking too much, because look at that. That's a pretty,
you ain't expecting it, then
you ain't gonna get it, right? Exactly. So let me rephrase, let me change the way I look at things a little bit. Right. So we have this, and now we have these planted. So now what I'm gonna do is throw some leaf mold on this.
So they can have a nice little thick blanket.
Yeah, buddy. Warm. And eat good. Get off me.
Throughout the fall.
Exactly. Exactly. So now we're gonna take some of this leaf mold that I started last year. And I'm gonna throw this in top dress. Yes, this does have a little bit of pine needle in it, but that's fine. I think that'll be okay. Strawberries like it slightly acidic anyway. And the pine needles, if they break down, maybe they'll provide some acidity, right? But when you plant your strawberries, make sure that you do not cover your crown. You want to plant them about 6 inches apart. You may be able to even go a little bit closer. We've done closer and they've done just fine. About about 6 inches apart. They don't. Strawberries are a shallow rooted plant, so they don't have to be very deep. They do like some slightly acidic soil. And make sure you don't cover the crown of the plant when you plant them. So it's always best that I found what works for us is I don't know if I did this one or not, but here goes some more if I did. What I found is that if you plant it, don't dig your hole very deep, and then just put your plant in to the point to where, like, if it's sticking above ground a bit, that's fine. That's been working for us. So you don't have to. It doesn't have to be flush and level with the soil. It can be sticking up a little bit, and that has been working for us. This is actually the first time that we're going in ground with strawberries. No, it's not. I take that back. No, it's not. We went in ground one year, but like I said, we just wrong timing, bad timing. We planted them in the spring, and by summer they were all dead, even with the shade cloth. But as long as I had them in a container, and I had them over in our little shaded spot over there, they did just fine. And they did really good going from transitioning from fall to spring. They did excellent. All right, guys. So that's it. That's us planting strawberries for the day. So hopefully you. Oh, girl, stop it. So hopefully you found this video informative, entertaining to some degree. If you have, please hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the way out if you haven't already. We'll see you guys in the next one.
See you in the next one.
Oh, and here's a video for you guys to watch to follow us on that garden journey. Deuces.